What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video by me, Tina.
OG K-pop stan since 1998.
And Moa's. I apologize for being late to Yeonjun and Kai's Mix and Max. Very late, actually, considering that the fact that, actually with TXT, I don't have a bias anymore because of the fact that I love them all. But my original bias is Kai, and Yeonjun is my original bias wrecker. So yeah, this is definitely gonna be a crazy one for me to check out. Very late to it, but I kind of been going through a lot of stuff the last month, so I wanted to make sure that I was clear-headed enough for me to absorb this. And now that I am so ready for this, I'm gonna go ahead and shut up and get to it. They are performing to Tempted and The Devil I Know, and that's all I know. I have not seen any preview. I know that they release previews and stuff for the studio tune performances, but I avoid previews now because I want to be completely just surprised, and knowing TXT, mind blown. So I will most likely watch this twice. I don't think that this will be filmed like a dance practice, like fixed where I can see everything, but I'm sure they will show enough for me to probably talk a lot. I talk a lot with TXT reactions, just an FYI. So yeah, I will be watching this twice. First time I won't pause, second time I will pause. So yeah, let's get it, y'all, with Mix and Max, TXT's Yeonjun and Kai performing Tempted and The Devil I Know. Voiceover THINA here for a quick pause before we get things started. I would like to say an extra thanks to my Captain Jack Sparrows over on my Patreon for the extra support. Y'all literally keep my boat, aka my life, stay afloat along with the rest of the crew. Y'all are the savviest.
That's got to be the best part I've ever seen.
Alright, let's get it. Oh my. Oh, this is so artistic. Wow. This is so on brand for TXT. Oh! That's acting though! Oh, this is so on brand. Huh?
That's just the devil I. For years and years I played your instrument, built up my calluses, a little pitching out, baby.
Yeonjun!
Broken record likes to click and spin, like you won't
Yes.
really win. Just let the music in, lady. Refuse to inhale lines of questioning.
Ooh, that transition.
You're villainizing me lately. Giving, I've given out. You always sit me down. Don't sit me down, cause I drink wine with the devil.
Oh!
You know that I'll play you like a devil.
Woo!
Fast as I'm the driver, 2 feet on the pedal, searching for the reason why. That's just the devil I morally bent, the selfish man, cause you got me going crazy. Where would I be? How can you not see? Treat you nothing but like a lady. I've given up, try my luck, and trying to prove I'm a saint. I indulge and I take, I won't wait to mistake me for you.
Woo!
I drink wine with the devil. Drink wine with you know that I'll play you like a devil. And fast as I'm the driver, 2 feet on the pedal, searching for the reason why. That's just the devil I know.
Yes!
That's just the devil I know.
Woo!
That's just the devil
Wow!
I know.
Damn, Yeonjun!
I know.
Hi!
That's the devil I know.
Look at that with these expressions! Okay, sorry. I was like, hold back the fangirl, but I couldn't help it. I am a Mo after all. So, you know what? I think I repeated 2 or 3 times where I kept saying that this is so on brand for TXT. MOAs, y'all know what it's about. Whenever they have their performances in general, they always follow their whole storyline. And this whole thing of going from tempted to the devil I know, it's so on brand for everything that TXT is. They're always about their journey, about temptation, and then after temptation, they dance with the devil, quote unquote, metaphorically, figuratively, whateverly. A lot was illustrated story-wise in this too. In the beginning, they were all kind of like clean in their clothing and everything, dancing on, like, you see the floor is 2 different colors, and it is red and green, which are opposites of the color wheel, meaning they neutralize each other, they balance each other out or cancels each other out. So the fact that they were dancing between on each of the colors, and every now and then, like after they fall into the temptation, they cross over the lines, they had the whole hands thing, tainting them, and then they change clothes after being tainted, and then they are now the devil I know after going into temptation. I'm telling you, it's not just good choreography, it's not just good looks, it's a storyline that follows with TXT. It's Tomorrow by Together's brand. Genius. Let's watch it a second time. And yeah, let's just watch it a second time. And this is where I will pause and talk. And I'll have to set it off so I can at least hear me talking to y'all. First, I was like, oh, damn, we're gonna. I already saw Automatic with this red and green, and then them stand on each side. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna go hella conceptually here. Oh, and also the hands coming into frames and stuff, so on brand too. We've seen their performances with the shadows and stuff, them floating, looking like they're flying. Wait, let me see it again. God, I really love the dancers' support for what Kai and Yeonjun is doing. See, every click that Kai does, you see just one little hand difference there. See? And then this whole travel to Yeonjun, and the way Yeonjun travels here! Isolation king! Like, I'm a big fan of isolation being executed correctly. Like, that placing here, then bringing yourself to where you placed your hands. You made a point, and then you traveled to the point. Yeonjun did exactly that, and perfectly. See, travels. Woof, woof, woof. So good. Satisfying. Yeonjun does the whole, and the dancers lift up, and then they do like this whole wave right to that. And then the way the camera pans with that too, right to Kai and Yeonjun. See, no, it's so good. Notice how it's like after they gave into temptation, you see how they crossed the lines, right? Because earlier they were vice versa. And now after they crossed the lines, it's like they gave into temptation, and these hands come through, and they're just kind of really giving in instead of fighting it off. It's so good. You hear that, right? So that whole traveling up, it's so creative. Like, it's very artistic. Yes. Ooh, the way they did this whole lean, and the hands do that too. Like, I'm trying my best to make commentary on the choreography, but at the same time, they're giving so much more than choreography here, so I can't help but talk about other aspects as well. Let's go back 5 seconds. Yes! Mm-hmm! The whole... and the way they lift up to that. choreography has such dramatic movement. Like you can't do these kind of moves without putting feeling into it. You can't just do the move for what it is. And I love all the expressions on their face. The tainted scene, dramatic scene, like facial expression. Look at this. Man, what thumbnail am I gonna use? And all the flashing of the colors too. Guys, you see Kai's face? I love the black and white fading, like all the colors flashing, fading to the black and white to this. Okay, let's go. And they look really fly in this outfit. You see Kai's little smile that he does, he like kind of drops it or neutralizes it. So much charisma. It's like after they gave into temptation, became the devil I know. Like they're owning it. You see Yeonjun. Kai Yeonjun, like why? Yeonjun adding the lip bite and everything. Like, yeah, he's like the devil I know, And that move that they just did, something that I always praise TXT about is their individual aura, their individual style and how they dance. And you just see it here, just in that movement. And just see? God, it's so good. Yeonjun, like biting his lip. Yeah, on brand.
That's just the devil lie. For years and years I played your instrument, built up my
instrument. Okay, that's really good musicality there. Yeonjun is really killing it here.
For years and years I played your instrument, built up my calluses, a little pinching now, baby.
Ooh, the milk of the baby. It's okay anyway.
Stop. Likes to click and spin like you won't let me win. Just let the music in, lady. Refuse to
that transition from the stomp and going that it's clean. It's super clean. Like Yeonjun really popped off. Like he popped off so much that I'm surprised he didn't end it with a twerk.
Like you won't let me win. Just let the music in, lady. Refuse to inhale lines of questioning. So means
yes, Kai, you would this charisma.
Giving,
yes, look at how he's being so smooth with it.
Don't sit me down,
Facials, like Kai is going off with the facial expression here. And also the milking of his movement as well. I love how smooth he is, but also very sharp, like precise in his movement.
I've given out. You always sit me down. Don't sit me down, girl. I drink wine with the devil.
And Yeonjun just popped out of nowhere.
Don't sit me down, girl. I drink wine with the devil. You know that I'll play you like a devil.
They're like making me think of what I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with Shonu and Hyungwon from Monsta X, and they had their recent unit with Love Me a Little. What I say about them is what I'm about to say here about Yeonjun and Kai. That their individual style and how they move. Yeonjun is very sharp and powerful, huge in his movement. Kai is very smooth and graceful, but precise. Both of them dancing together same time to balance each other's power. Very satisfying. Like, you see their details are there, right? Like, you see Yeonjun's foot facing the front. This one's facing the side. Their details are there, but the way they move is so different. Like, you see Yeonjun's more like powerful, overtaking. Kai is very graceful in his movement, but still very precise. Let's go back 10 seconds.
Out, you always sit me down. Don't sit me down, girl. I drink wine with the devil. You know that I'll play you like a devil. In fast
I like that.
Searching for the reason why. That's just the devil.
Ooh, that transition. Let's see that transition again. Like, I was just looking at Yeonjun and then all of a sudden it's Kai. See?
Morally been the selfish way in, cause you got me going crazy. Where would I be? How can you not see? Treat you nothing but like a lady. I've given up.
So good. I love this. Like, they're doing the same choreography, but they're mirroring. Like, it's like a duet.
That's just the devil.
to kind of still highlight with the whole two lines are just following in temptation kind of thing, but they're dancing together as a unit now.
Crazy, where would I be? How can you not see? Treat you nothing but like a lady.
Yes.
I've given up, trying my luck and trying to prove I'm a saint.
So
I
fast.
I won't wait till mistake me for you.
You. Okay, I'm not gonna try the high note, but I really love this aerial view to show that whole dramatic kind of spin. But yeah, no, I really do love that we saw the difference in the individual before they fell into temptation. Now they're dancing as a unit. So good. And I like this a bit of a silhouette kind of feel here too.
I won't wait till mistake me for you.
Yes. Expression.
You know that I'll play you like a
Da, 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 da. The musicality is really dramatic. I really like it. It marries well with the concept of You know, just throughout the whole thing, they would cross. Damn, Yeonjun, your hair. They would go to their original sides, cross over each sides, and then dance together. It's a nice fusion. You see the way Yeonjun got up from the floor there? Holy shit. And he got that on the... Yes. Look at them. Okay, I think this is my thumbnail. Look at them. Owning this devil I know. Gosh. It's funny because with studio tune performances and especially mix and max, I always am like, okay, Dina, clear your mind because you're about to like comment a lot about choreography. However, with this performance, I definitely commented on choreography, right? But I feel like a big part of me commented on TXT, specifically Yeonjun and Kai, right? But just what TXT has represented since their debut. This just ongoing journey of from like youth, their innocence, you know, like just who they were before, and as they continue on with this journey as TXT, can be very also just reflective of them growing as, you know, humans, as what we all can relate to. We all get tempted by something. We all sometimes fall into temptation and become the devil I know sometimes, you know? So I like that they told that story, like not just as TXT on their brand, but told that story throughout this whole performance, using color, using the lines, using the dancers, the whole hands thing. It was... yeah, this is not just a performance. It's just pure art from TXT. All right, y'all. Well, first of all, Moas, thank you so much for waiting and being patient for this one. Again, I just had to be clear-minded. If I had tried to force myself to do this, I probably would not have caught the artistic part as much as I hopefully caught it right now. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. And until the next video coming up, peace.